Hi, this is Astro Girish here, and thank you for tuning into my channel. I'm a Jyotish Chakravarty awardee, and I'm also a Jyotish Bheeshma awardee, felicitated by International Astrology Federation. Right? As you know, I've been doing a series in Astro tutorial. I've already done several videos on several topics. Recently, I've done a video on Moon, planet Moon. So today I'm going to talk about the placement of Moon or the connection of Moon with the respective houses, that is with the respective 12 houses, right? But this video I'm going to talk about Moon connecting with the first house, right? So when I mean by connection, I don't mean by saying that Moon is placed in the first house. A lot of people have got a misconception that placement of Moon is the only way through which Moon can signify a particular house or any planet for that matter. That is not technically correct, right? When I say connection of any planet with the respective house, in this case the connection of Moon with the first house, it could be that Moon is ruling that respective house. For example, Cancer. Cancer is ruled by Moon, right? The other way through which Moon can get connected with the respective house is through conjunction, mutual aspect, most important, connection through nakshatras. A lot of astrologers do not talk about nakshatras. I believe that nakshatras is probably the best way through which a planet can get connected with a respective house. It is through this way that a planet will signify more than one house. So if I'm talking about Moon connecting with the first house, it doesn't mean that Moon connects only with the first house. It might have connection with multiple houses. Okay. But let us see here what happens when Moon gets connected with the first house. Okay. How do we analyze? A lot of astrologers do not talk about analyzing a natal chart. But here we would be talking about what could be the, or what are the outcomes that you can expect when Moon gets connected with the first house. Right? I've already given a link in the description where I've spoken about Moon. I would request the audience to go through that first and then come to this video. Why? Because I've described about Moon in general, right? So if I take a leaf from that video, I've explained that Moon signifies an index of mind, right? It signifies your manasa, karaka. It talks about your mind in general, right? So Moon, when it gets connected with the first house, it has to reflect all the qualities of the first house. Okay. We all know the first house in astrology stands for your ascendant, the lagna, what we say in Hindi, right? So whatever we talk about lagna means about yourself, right? Or the first house in general talks about the tanu bhava. Tanu bhava means about yourself. Right? So when Moon gets connected with the first house, the person takes care about himself to a great extent. That means you become more cautious about yourself than the whole world. When I say cautious, you're very particular about your appearance, very particular about your personality, very particular the way you carry yourself. Okay, I've seen people being self-possessive. Sometimes they are very possessive about themselves. So these are some of the qualities you will see when Moon gets connected with the first house. Also, Moon stands for emotion. So these people will be very emotional, especially when Moon gets connected with the first house. There will be a high degree of emotion. The person will be more, will be full of emotions, from point to point. And the problem can be, I'm not saying this would be a problem every day, but the problem can be they can have an emotional burst at the wrong time. Especially if Saturn, Mars or Mercury also gets connected with Moon in the first house, right? So this is some of the qualities that you will see when Moon has got a link with the first house. Also, the person would be very intelligent. See, Moon stands for intelligence too. It's your index of mind, right? So most of the time you'll find these people well learned, well read, maybe academically very good. I'm not bringing academics per se in this, but I'm saying there could be a possibility because academics are largely taken care of by the 4th house and the 9th house. So when Moon gets connected with the 4th house and 9th house, we'll talk more about the academic excellence. However, when Moon gets connected with the first house, the person will have a lot of interest towards accumulating knowledge, right? So that is the reason I said the person will be well read, well learned. The person will also have qualities to share these knowledge with the society. But sometimes, here again, there could be a negative point to be highlighted. The person can be little arrogant, right? Now, when I say arrogant, doesn't mean that he says, I am me, everything. I, me, myself is not the concept coming out there. The arrogance would be to say that somebody is wrong and I'm right. And invariably, this person will be right. The one who has got having a connection of moon in the first house, the person will always have the right perspective, the right emotion, the right understanding of the situation. That's the reason this person will have a very high degree of intelligence. At the same time, the person may be a bit arrogant, because the opponent person may not be able to understand this person. More so if moon gets connected with the fixed houses such as Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius. So if you see a couple, a husband and wife, or between two people who are in relationship with each other, they both have fixed ascendant, such as Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, or for that matter, Aquarius, and you have moon in the ascendant. Trust me, there would be an ego clash between these two people. They may still love each other, but there would be an ego clash. Who is more intelligent, or who is more personality wise dominating over the other person? This is a common characteristic that you can see, right? But yes, moon also stands for nurturing, right? Moon also nurtures the society. So the arrogance that they come, I won't say the word arrogance, it's a negative connotation, but the attitude problem, if I could use the right terminology, the attitude problem that they come out with is mainly to nurture the other person, to nurture the society. That is the reason they have this kind of a behavior. Okay, so please do not misquote or misunderstand somebody who has got moon in the first house. The person is actually not egoistic or actually not arrogant. It is his purpose or her purpose to nurture the society or nurture the opposite person, for which their personality becomes slightly dominating, right? So these are some of the characteristics that you can see when moon gets associated with the first house. I hope the audience enjoyed this video. I would request you to like, subscribe, and also share this video for everybody who's interested in learning about astrology. I'll be coming out with more and more astro tutorials in the days to come, and I'll be bringing out some of the secrets which is not shared easily in the public domain, right? It's only because of time lagging I'm not able to be regular, but yes, I'm trying to come out with at least one video every week. So my humble request to the audience is to kindly share my videos to those people who are interested to understand or learn about astrology even more, right? Also, if you wanted consultation, you have my WhatsApp number mentioned in the description box. You have to just WhatsApp for an appointment. And yes, for those who are interested to learn astrology under me, I am also being felicitated with a AAA certification by International Astrology Federation. I would request you to go down to my website and have a look into the same. The AAA certification stands for Astrological Academic Excellence, which means all my teachings are in affiliation with IAF. So you get an international recognition for this, right? That's all from my side in this video. You can see you can expect more videos coming up in the near future. Thank you.